Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Winter always changes a place like this. Rossmere Park feels different this time of year. Quieter, slower, more reflective. The colours are muted, the path feels wider. There's a sense that everything has taken a deep breath and settled into itself. But as I walk through the park today, there's that familiar winter stillness. Not silent exactly, but a softer soundscape. Footsteps on damp ground. Bird calls, the low rustle of bare branches moving gently in the breeze. The trees here tell the story of the season straight away. Without the leaves, their shapes have become more visible, twisted branches, fine details, silhouettes against the pale sky. In summer they provide shade and colour, but in winter they feel more honest somehow, showing their structure rather than their decoration. Walking past like this in the winter has a calming effect. There's less urgency, less distractions. You're not rushing to get anywhere, you're just moving forward, one step at a time, letting the park reveal itself slowly. The lake is always the heart of Rossmere, and in winter it takes on a different mood. The water feels darker, heavier, reflecting the grey sky above. Small ripples spread quietly across the surface, disturbed only by passing birds or a light breeze. If you pause here for a moment, you can notice how peaceful it feels. Even when the park isn't empty, winter naturally lowers the volume. People speak more quietly, move more slowly, wrapped up against the cold, and there's a shared understanding that this is a time for calm rather than activity. Winter walks like this have a grounding quality. There's something reassuring about continuing to walk these familiar paths, even when the seasons strip back everything. The park doesn't need bright colours or warm sunshine to be worthwhile. It offers space, air, and a sense of openness. As the paths curve around the water, the views change subtly. Reflections come and go, depending on the angle of the light. Some parts of the lake appear almost mirror-like, while others are broken by reeds or movement beneath the surface. Bird life becomes more noticeable in winter. With fewer leaves to hide them, it's easy to spot birds perched quietly in the trees or gliding across the water. Their presence adds gentle life to the scene, reminding you that the park is still very much alive, even in the colder months. There's something comforting about knowing this place continues through every season. Spring brings colour, summer brings energy, autumn brings warmth, and winter brings clarity. Each season has its own rhythm, and right now the rhythm is slow and steady. The paths underfoot feel different too, slightly softer after the rain, darker in colour, sometimes edged with frost on colder mornings. Every step feels deliberate, encouraging you to pay attention rather than rushing ahead. This kind of walk is perfect for reflection. Winter naturally invites it. Without the business of summer, your thoughts have more space to drift. You might find yourself thinking about the year that has passed, or simply enjoying the rare luxury of not needing to think about anything at all. As I continue around the park, there's a sense of being sheltered here. Even though the trees are bare, they still create a boundary, a feeling of being held within the space. The park becomes a quiet refuge from the surrounding town. Moments like this remind me how valuable local green spaces are. You don't need to travel far or plan anything complicated. Sometimes all you need is a familiar path, a bit of air, and time to walk without distraction. The winter light has its own beauty. It's softer, flatter, and more forgiving. Shadows stretch longer across the ground, and everything feels slightly washed, like an old photograph. There's a calmness that suits a walk like this perfectly. Even the benches feel different in winter, often empty, slightly damp, quietly waiting for warmer days. They serve as a gentle reminder to slow down, places to stop if you want to, or simply pass by without any pressure. As the path opens up again, you can appreciate the space Rossmere offers. Open views across the water, wide paths, and plenty of room to walk at your own pace. Winter emphasises that openness, removing visual clutter and letting the landscapes breathe. There's a simplicity to winter walks that I really enjoy. No need for long stops or distractions, just steady movement and observation. The park doesn't demand anything from you. It simply exists. You're free to experience it however you choose. You might notice that the air feels cleaner in winter, cooler, sharper, more refreshing with every breath. It's the kind of air that clears your head and leaves you feeling quietly energised rather than tired. As I make my way further along, the sounds of the town fade even more. Traffic noise softens, conversations become distant, and the park takes on that gentle and close feeling that makes walking here relaxing. Winter also brings a sense of continuity. These paths have been walked during every season by countless people, year after year. Walking them now connects you with an ongoing rhythm, a reminder that this place endures, regardless of weather or time. There's no rush to finish this walk. Rossmere invites you to take your time, to let the path unfold naturally. Whether you complete the full loop or just wander for a little, the experience is still rewarding. As the walk begins to come to a close, there's that familiar feeling of calm that winter walks often bring. Not excitement or exhilaration, just quiet contentment, the sense of having spent time well. Rossmere Park in winter shows a softer, more introspective side of itself. It may not shout for attention, but it offers something deeper, space to think, space to breathe, space to simply be present. And sometimes, especially in winter, that's exactly what we need. Thanks for watching. Please like, sharing and subscribing. It will help the channel grow. Take care of yourselves now. We'll see you on the next one.